Alright, great, I found this right here. It's just like sitting beside the Dragon here. So this is the slot where we need to put in. I'm going to go ahead and do a little vacuum too, and we're going to try to modify it. See how we're going to actually be able to put this guy in. But in the meantime, let's go and test out the lights. So we got our jumper cable here. I got my original light somewhere in here. The harness and everything. I mean, worst in the worst, we can even rob our harness. That's not a big problem. And we're probably going to test it out and see how it actually shines. I wish there was a way I can, maybe I can do it here, I guess. Or actually, you know what would be a good test? Actually lean it forward there and hit that guy over there. And we'll see how much it actually reflects, right? So that's a good way of testing it. So before we do that, let's go and wire it up first. See how we can get it to light up. And I know it worked because we tried it before. So let's go check this out. This is the HIKARI one. I took it out of his box earlier, so you guys see I put the other one still in there, so I have an extra. But I called them up and they said that they don't really just support that scooter, so, or they don't support the bikes, but you know me. You can't really take everything for certain, right? So here we go. They're nice because they come with a little adapter here. It looks so sophisticated. And it's like a USB. You can pull it out like this. You know, all the prongs and wires are right there. That's just an adapter. So here we go. Next challenge would be, once we get it working, how we're going to mount it to our wire harness, right? That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And again, you want to direct it like this. You know, if it's facing on your bike, your scooter, you want to have it go like this. You don't want to turn like this. It doesn't high and low like that, you know? It's actually side to side. So this is where we're going to aim it at once we get it all there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and jump the cables. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem like which one's ground, which one's not. But let's find out, okay? We'll set the color codes here. So we'll use our black, white, and black, white, red. How about that? So we'll take out black. We'll take out black. We'll call for a black one, a red one, and then a white one. So let me get this bushel wires off. So this is exciting, and then we're going to test our gauge clusters too to make sure there's no problem there. So here we go. Okay, so we got it there. We can get black, but I guess we can use these three color codes, huh? We'll assume green is our ground. How about that? Black is overrated anyway. So black is our green supposedly. All right, then we'll remember each color code. So there we go. Let's go and clamp it onto this harness here. Oh, there it goes. Look, we should just match the color here. Look at that. Let's do that. Let's match the color. Do we have a blue one? Oh, unfortunately, we don't have a blue one. So we're gonna have to substitute the blue one for anything close to a blue one, which was, you know, I think blue is more closer to yellow than red, right? So let's substitute the blue one for a yellow one. All right, so we'll do that. We'll do these three amigos. We'll exclude the red one. We'll do these three amigos right here. Okay, at least, oh, there's a brown one too. Do we have a brown one? Nope, we don't have a brown one, but it's fine. It's actually, so you can see here, we have green, blue, and white. And on the other side here, we do have a white. So I believe this is the white one, I believe, right? Okay, you can see it right from inside here. All right, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and probe our white one straight up in there. You see it's kind of ripping his sleeve a little bit. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna put the sleeve over so they don't touch each other. Try not to have it short, so there we go. Trying to wrap the sleeve much as I can there. Okay, we're gonna take the yellow one, put in the blue. Only reason why we're doing this, so we can easily test and clamp. So I'm gonna take the blue one for the yellow, and then the green one will be the green. So the only unmatching color will be the blue and yellow. Those are considered the ones we don't have. We don't have a blue one, unfortunately. But we do have a green one, we do have a white one. So the green one goes to green, the white goes to white. And I wonder what it says here. It doesn't tell me high beam or low beam, unfortunately. So it's a three-phase wire, meaning it'll trigger another button wire. All right, so here we go. There's the adapter. And let's see if we can just hang it or something like this. We'll hang it over like this, how about that? Okay, so then we can go ahead and connect it now. Let's go ahead and take our green one to the middle lead. And then let's take our yellow one. I guess just going by, I don't know, position wise. Yellow one will be our left, and then our white one will be our right. left, and then the white one will be our right. Trying to follow it. Okay, let's go and get our keys, and let's go ahead and see if we can somewhat start it. Should have brought my key out earlier. Had it in here. Let me go grab my keys real quick. 1 second here. All right, so I'm gonna get the keys. Get the keys on. Remember our RPM, right? Let's check it out. Look at that. The gauge works. Brake light works. Let's just start it for a second. Look at that. RPM came right on. Sweet. While it's on, let's try our high beam. Nothing's turning on, right? Even though we have connected. So let's go and flip our switch here. I still don't see anything. It might take a while. You guys see anything? I don't see anything. Alright, so now that our scooter's on, 13.1 volts. Oh, look, it came on now. It takes a while, I guess, for it. Yeah, also, the fan came on. Check this out. You guys see the fan? You guys can't see it, it's spinning so quickly. Alright, so this looks pretty good. Both the high beams are coming on. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the high beam. Or actually it doesn't. Oh look, oh check this out, it does work. Look, check it out. You guys see it? See how it rotates? So this is our driving light, and this is the other one. Nice. Look how it transfers over. I don't know which one's high beam though. So let's find out, really. Alright, I'm holding on to it. Wow, it's bright. Oh, it's super bright. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, let's check this out. Let's go test out which one's high beam. So remember again, it's going to be facing someone like this. So it's not blinding anyone. Here, you know what's great about testing this out is you can actually bring it all the way over here. Okay, so here we go. We're looking down, right? We're looking down at this guy. Okay, I'm going to flip the switch. Our thing is actually 13 volts right now, so it is drawing a lot of current. So hopefully our bike is still charging at the same time of having this guy hooked on, right? We want to make that. Okay, so here we go. It's 13.1 volts, so it's still charging. Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip the switch. Look how the switch went down. Not sure which one's high beam, so you can see the shadow effect here. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the garage. That way you guys can really see it. Okay, so let me put this guy here for a second here. Alright, so sorry, it's a little dark now. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip the switch. Okay, we're driving, we're cool. Okay. Oh, okay. High beam, so we gotta reverse it probably. So you can see here, when my switch is down, when the switch is down for high beam, it actually works the opposite. It creates a low beam. This is high beam. Or maybe I'm being different. Okay. We'll see. It depends how this is turned too, right? See how it pushes forward? See that? I'm not sure you guys can see that. High beam, or you can see the other. Whoa, it's super bright. See that? So you see the shadow of it? You can pay attention to the lock shadow. Yeah, see that? Going for the shadow. This guy's doing here, he's gonna lose his battery if I don't connect him to it. Okay, so let's do this again. High beam, low beam. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is see when we switch this on here, this should be high beam. This is actually spreading out. High beam, low beam. High beam, low beam. High beam. High beam seems like it's more dark high beam. Okay, see high beam, you can see this guy here, watch. Low beam, you can't see him. Well, see, this is opposite, so we're gonna have to switch the lid. High beam, you can see him, right? Low beam, you can't. Okay, you guys, I swapped the lead. Sorry, my phone died because I forgot to put the charger on there. You know, the magnet charger sometimes gets hooked on stuff like that. So what I did was I switched the leads over. I actually kept it back to its original. I think it works perfect. You actually see this right here? You have a LED that rises up a little bit, and then you have a lower LED, right? Let's see if you can see this guy right here. See that? There's one higher LED, and then there's one lower one. The same with this side here. You got a high one and a low one, which is simple. As long as it actually faces this way, which should be correct because the wire harness shouldn't go over like this, right? It should go underneath like this cleanly. So we're going to find out now. Now we got that there like this, right? And this thing actually, let's see how hot it is. It's actually cool really fast, but it actually does get a little warm. And the reason why is now I can see the indicator here. If you look at our indicator, you can see how this flashing light here, I didn't realize what this was for. I'm not sure it goes like this, and then this is the beam part, but I think the beam part is this little spatial lines right here, right? So that looked like there, it's saying that, hey, look, this is normal. It's beaming downward. It's not going to blind anyone. Now this right here, it looks like it's going to be a level eye, level view beam, meaning you can see here it's rising up, right? So rising up for us indicates, or leveling instead of downward indicates it's going to be like a high beam. So in that case here, we want to make sure that however we wire it here, the ground is the ground still. We want to make sure this high beam here, it actually gets triggered when we actually flip the switch. Let's see here. When we actually flip the switch from here to here. So this high beam needs to be flickering. So here we go. This is where we start. RPM is working beautifully still, you guys. No intermittent issue there. You guys can see there, RPM's ready to roll. Look at that. All right, so here we go. Right now you can see here the high beam is actually on its full behavior. Now what I'm going to do is flip it downward. So this is the high beam. You can see it aims high, right? See that? Now it's a low beam. These two guys here, you can't, it's not blinding anyone. But okay, I'm going to switch it over to high beam back. There you go. See, our wire works, and our scooter is being held still at 13 volts. I wouldn't recommend, you know, keeping this guy on, but he doesn't actually stay on with driving lights. See that? I put him in on position. Our battery relo is 13 volts. See, he's not actually turned on at all. Maybe he will. Let's see what happens. 12.9 volts now. See, it's dropping. Our voltage there, 12.9. This guy's still not coming on. Only because maybe I have it switched to high beam. Let me go and switch him to low beam, even though this engine is only in on position, it's not started. See that? So I think he's good. So we got it figured out. So let's do that. Now it's good to know. Let's go ahead and... Okay, just want to let you guys know, it actually doesn't really matter. It just knows which one's high beam, which one's low beam. See, right now it's still low beam, right? And flick this on as high beam. See that? Low beam, high beam. And this is how I have my wire configured. But check this out. All you do is just swamp these guys out and you'll still be the same. Watch. I'll go ahead and turn off the engine. Okay, check this out. You can see here the yellow and the white wire, or our blue and our white wire, and I just keep the green the same in the middle. So watch, if I swap it out, you'll still see the same thing. High beam and low beam, they're still the same. It doesn't really matter if you swap it out or not. So here goes, I'm going to put the yellow one on top, or the yellow one to my right now, and then the white one on the other side. So I'm going to swap them out. Okay, watch, I'll turn the engine. And we see the switch is right now on high beam, right? Doesn't really matter. Here we go, I kind of like it when my gauge works all the time. Super! So check this out, it's on high beam, right? So you can see here, I'm gonna lift it up. Look at that, high beam and low beam. High beam, low beam. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure what happens if you swap one of the green ones out, so let's try that one out as well. So let's go ahead and swap the green one out for, like, say, the yellow one. Let's crisscross those. Let's see what happens. Let's see what it does. Okay, so I'm putting the ground in replacement of the blue wire. Okay, let's fire it up. Let's start it. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Still works. It's on low beam right now. Okay, let's go high beam. Oh, it still switches the same. So I don't think it really matters. It just knows exactly where to put the applied voltage at. That's very interesting. I have no idea. But if that's the case, we can just wire it exactly like our harness would fit, like the three amigos here. We'll just fit it all in there though. We'll try to keep these colors the same, green with the middle one, and then whatever's falling to the right and the left, and that's it. That should be done. Now our next side project here is how do we get into our harness there. So let's go and figure that one out. Because I know we can probably hang these guys out here and there, but the idea now is actually getting to a harness. So let's go and hang this guy up for a second. So that's really cool, huh? I believe the lip stays up like this, so it'll shine up. I believe they do change it like that, because this has to face downwards, because why would they make a hot wire harness for you to bend it like this? You know what I mean? It doesn't seem right. So it probably has to be like this way. So those lip right here goes underneath it. What it does, it reflects the light and brings more to the very top. And then this is the low beam. So that makes sense. And if you put it this way, this is the high beam, this is the low beam. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't really matter which polarity these guys are. It will actually make it work the same, just the same. Now let's switch it again. Let's go with the green one for the white one. We're just swapping everything around. So we're going to take the green one and we're going to put in the white one area, and then the white one goes to this guy's side now. Now let's check it out. Let's go and bring our guys here. Just kind of hold them in there. Okay, I'll hit the start button. Turn on the keys, of course. Okay, battery's still charging. Okay, let's check this out. Okay. You guys are seeing right now the low beam, right? I'm gonna flip this guy's switch on. High beam, look how he moves. See that little LED moves? So yeah, it doesn't really matter. So that's probably a reason why they said it doesn't matter. But he said it didn't even fit my scooter, right? Or it won't work for my scooter, but I guess he doesn't know. You know, there's so many makes and models out there. Now I don't know what the long-term effect will be, because I haven't really tried it. So we're gonna put it in there and we can get into the housing. I'll try not to modify my housing where I can still fit my original one back in case it doesn't work for long term. But let's check it out, okay? So let's do this. Try not to step. So I'm excited. So we got everything pretty much high end here, from our headlights to our, God, don't you hate this? Creates a little lock wedge right here. Look at this guy. Look. Always has to be something like, haha, I got you. No, you do not want to get me. All right, so here we go. All right, let's bring this guy over here because we need to actually test out his housing here. I'm gonna make sure I keep this guy safe from not stepping on. They will crack easily without them being put on. Okay, so let's see this. So now we know we can comfortably take this all off. In fact, let's see here. This guy can all, just don't want to put any weight on me. So I'll just take this guy off too from here. We just want to play around with this guy for a second. Just leave him hanging there. Okay, so how we're gonna actually get this guy to fit, there are some adapters here I have. If we need to, we'll open our original one, see what we can do with it. It's right there. So once we get the adapter in, we should be pretty much golden. So here it goes. You can see here, these guys are like the rubber boot of it. It will fit in here, surprisingly. See, there you go. And you can move the rubber boot in so it creates a little squishness. So you can see here, this will fit like this. And I believe you can twirl it or you can't. Wonder how it locks. That's the question here. So it goes in. Goes into this guy's groove. Trying to figure out how we're gonna get this guy here to lock. I know he'll probably, when you roll this little rubber band in the middle there, it'll create like a squishing tension, because you can see it will work. I can get just swallows him like this. See there? Or he comes outward maybe. Maybe he's the one that actually, let's see here, we do this way. Then we could put this over him like this maybe. I don't know. Just trying to figure things out. So there we go. So that's not gonna work either. So he has to probably squish him in there somehow. I'm not sure these guys will go in this way. It's an H4 adapter here, and we don't have an H4 adapter, I don't think. So we'll still modify it, but let me just get an idea how we're gonna play with this guy. So there we go, the small one's here, the big one's there. Okay, so that one's, see that right there, it just turns. You can see where it's turning. So we gotta figure out a way, see, you can see the fan now that it's stopped. It's not spinning. Alright, so this rubber boot goes here again. I'm not sure it goes halfway or what have you, but we won't switch it yet. Let's go and take our original adapter and let's see what we can come up with all this scenario here. I also think I brought the Banjing one too, I believe. Or did I? Oh, I probably didn't. Because that guy has more adapters as well attached to him. But here's our original guy here. So we'll play around with all these scenarios here. See how we're going to get this guy here to cooperate. Here's our original adapter here. Right, there we go. This is our original one here. This housing we know fits. It just needs like the probe like this. So there's no way we can modify this to look like this, unfortunately. Like right here. So, I mean, you can always drill something out, right? And put something through it forcefully. That might be a possibility right there. So we take these guys all out. We can push this guy in. Let's see here. See that? Now once you do that, you'll damage this guy here, but he'll be pretty much the frame for this other guy. Let's see how far this. Should we do it? We can take the bolts out so we won't be damaging too much. Let's try that. Let's take the bolts out. I'm not sure what kind of adapter these guys are, but okay, let me bend this straight a little bit. Oh. Alright, let's take this guy out. Maybe we won't need the other adapter. But let me go get the other adapter real quick. So let me see if we have a chance with that guy as well. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I got B mode. Okay, so I got this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look at the housing on this guy here and see what we can use with for these guys right here. So this guy won't fit either. You can see here is a 3 kind of triangle there. So his adapter won't fit for sure. Now this one here, I thought maybe a chance we can modify this one. Excuse me. Right here. Or even here, this one. Look at that guy, look. We might have a chance with this guy here. That way we don't have to ruin our original, right? So let's take him out of the bag. He looks like a little bit more better, but we'll see. We'll see what's up with the game. It comes with a spring too. And it comes with that little screw on the side here to lock him in. But the thing about him is, we need to cut a little bit for him if we're gonna get him to look like this guy right here, right? So this guy almost does like kind of a weird lift. See that right there? So we can probably cut him to be someone like this guy here. Can we do that? Should we do that? No, he won't. See, look at that. He's like inside, so he's not gonna work either. Let's see how this one is. See, this one's inside as well. That's not gonna work either. That one's pretty much inside as well. That's not gonna work either. All right, so we'll just leave this guy alone for other projects. So these guys won't be good fit, unfortunately. The closest would have been this guy, but he's not even small enough to do the thing that we want him to do. So it looks like we do have to sacrifice our original harness for the HIKARI one. I think is worth it. So let's do that. Let me go and put this guy, stuff him in there. Stuff. How many there are we in there? These are little screw packs. I don't think none of them fit other than this guy probably. The one that came out originally has to go back in originally. Alright, so we tried, we did, okay, I could probably get the spring in there too. I think the more loose parts I can put in there, the better for us. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so we'll save this pack too because I think we're going to start putting these guys in there as well. The ones that we're not using. Okay, so we're going to do our best here. We're going to take out our original. And we're going to have to say goodbye to it for right now. Because we are going to put this headlights on. It's going to look badass. So I'm not worried about mounting an adapter. That should be something we can figure out as we go. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and make sure we can get this housing completely off because we need this white housing. It's going to be the very thing that hopefully holds our parts together. Okay, so right, left, they're about the same. They're labeled R, L. I labeled myself. Let me make sure this guy's not spinning. Take the next one. All right. There we go. Let's go and get this next one here. It's going to be pretty interesting how we're going to do this. All right, so it's not coming all the way off yet. I'll try to put his little bolts back on there, like these guys here, so we won't lose them. Little tiny things look like they can lose easily. All right, so let's go ahead and hook these guys back to the bolt area. First one there. A little small, aren't they? Do one at a time. Got this guy here. God, they're so small. Just went in my shoe almost. Come on. You're like a giant compared to these things here. Having a hard time just dropping in the hole. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's get one of them in there. There we go. Oh gosh, this is fun. All right. So it's so micro abstract here. And you know, it's funny, I don't even know we're gonna be able to put them in their housing yet, so maybe I should just leave these guys off. I just don't want to lose them. All right, so I'm holding him in, twirling this. There we go, got him in. Just don't want to lose his nuts, that's why. All right, I'll get him in halfway like this. How about that? We don't need to do it all the way. Next one, do the same thing. Get hold of this guy's bolts. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got these two guys here now, the two earrings. All right, so the next one here is, not sure we're gonna need the spring. Put them in here, that way we won't lose them. The ground one, let's see here, where's that ground one? Okay, there we go again. I'm sure we can order a replacement of these guys here. They probably wouldn't be that hard to find, I don't think, but we'll find out. I think there is some aftermarket ones out there. Okay, there's a ground one that touches. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, so we need to come from here, this side here. Well, look at that. Almost there. I think that little rubber part is going to help us keeping it in, so it won't be so loosey-goosey. And you know what? It's true. That rubber part did help us. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. That wasn't hard. Yeah. Booyah. We could take this little plastic one out, though. I don't think it's going to do anything for us keeping it in there. So we can probably take him out. Let's go and take him out. Now he has a little hook here, right? So we got to bend the hook in and then release him out. I believe we can bend them in just with the screwdriver and then pull. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to just kind of flatten it in while pushing him out, or sort of try to push him out. There we go. Booyah. He just went straight out. All right, so there's no going back here for our harness right now. We could put it back, but for the meantime. All right, there you go. They're sealed here for eternity. Oh, now we got to figure out how this thing actually levels so we can actually place our guy here. So let's go and take our, oh man, it's so dusty. Just that little bit of time that's been out here. Picked up dust quite a bit. I think because it actually was sitting on the top shelf for a little bit long. So let's go ahead. All right, so here we go. This is the inside here. And we're gonna find out. See, we have a small one and then we have a bigger one. So I think they're equal size, sorry. They look equal. No, they don't. See that? You have a small notch and you have a fatty notch. So I believe the fatty one goes first, like this, and it turns. There we go. It turns and eventually it locks somewhere right here. So we really want our up and down position right when we turn our guy here. We want to make sure, you know, again, he's facing like this, right? We want to make sure we put him in there now and then get a feel for where he's supposed to be at. Okay. So pretty much we want our wire to be right here in this little notch area here. This is where we want to have it finalized turn. That is not bad at all. Look at that. So we want our notch here to be, let's see among which one. I'm going to take it out, that way we can see it. Oh man. Is it coming out? Okay. I think we want our notch guy to be here. Let me try to get him out. Try to get this guy out. Holy smoke. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a long ways, so this, okay, so we want a little down notch there to come out that way. All right, so we got an idea now how this thing is gonna notch in there. All right, so hopefully it's not gonna fall. Don't fall. Okay, it's weird. It looks like this guy can actually go in a level deeper. So let's find this out. I believe he is this way. Okay. See if I can bring him in a little bit like this, squish him, and then poke him in. See if I can do that. This little rubber here acts sort of like a, I don't know, like a rubber, sort of a rubber insulator. At the same time, look at that, see? We might not even have to use any kind of screw. We could just use this rubber here to create a wedge in there. I think once we get that little guy to roll over him, see that? Look at that, look, he stays. And he can turn too, by the way. But we really want that roll of rubber to get in there. So I'm gonna try my best here. Look at that, it actually stays really nice, solid almost. But you know me, trying to make things better. Or try to. Okay, so here we go. Then we can turn them the way our liking is. Okay, so I'm going to try to rubbing him back and forth. I'll try to hopefully move him up or move him further down the line here. Oh, look at that. I can almost move him all the way. Just got to get this way. Ugh, don't want to rip him. Oh, shoot. Look at that. I got him all the way back there. Oh, wow. He's not going anywhere. That was it. Done, you guys. That was the easiest little spack. Look, I got him all the way in this corner here. And he's not going to back out or nothing. Even with vibration, he's still not going to back out. So now I can turn him, kind of even him up a little bit. Less distress. So yeah, this is awesome. There you go. I even him up. He came up a little bit too here. Kind of made him feel important. But look at that. Oh, look at that. It almost got into this area here. Look at the little crit area. Wow, that was easy. That's it. Now we just turn it the way our liking is. Let's go ahead and put it in there again and turn him. Actually, you know what? Once we plug him in and everything, we can turn him. You know what I mean? Because unless we want to hide him in there, I don't know if this guy gets hot. There's a little adapter here. So let's check out this little adapter here. This little adapter here might stay in there with him. I'm not sure if it gets hot though. You know what I mean? I plan to drop him. Because once we get him in there, once we plan to get him there, you can see here I got a lot of shop vac to do on this guy. Once we get him in there like this, so he's gonna be like protruding like this, right? I plan to, or like this, whatever. You know, he's kind of gonna be, his wire work's gonna be tangled like this. I plan to drop him. It's like somewhere underneath here. And again, I just hope he doesn't get hot. So we'll find that out. maybe it's best to leave him out in open, just in case he does get hot, or not close him. Because I'm afraid if this guy gets hot and he stays in this hot area, I think only the LED gets hot. This might not get hot, I don't think. But let's see which one's best. I mean, we can create a nice little place from down here. You know, look, he goes right in. Alright, so this is my wire. Hey, how's our little thing here? You know, I think it's just for extra security. Let's go get a little tall, small tie strap and fit it in there for our alarm as well. So we'll do all kinds of things to make sure that when we control this guy, put him back in, we're not gonna have any trouble. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do a dry fit in the front. So let's do that. Let's put him in first. Put him from the back. The rubber band is the only thing that's really holding him. Now, when he gets hot, I guess the rubber band, hopefully it stays, you know, locked in there for him. We'll find out. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put him in. There we go. He comes through. We're gonna turn all the way to the lock position, and then we're gonna move our guy here. I believe he needs to go back to the down position, right? So let's go ahead and move him. There we go. That was it. Well, we gotta get this guy to be the lock position. It's not really locking. So I want him to lock. Let's see where he's at right now in the front frame. You can see there, he's not really locking. And he's not actually in the right angle either. So what we want to do, all right, let me make sure, protect our nose here from getting scratched. I need 2 hands on this guy's rear here. Okay, so I'm gonna do is turn him fully. Okay, he's turned fully, and I can rearrange this guy here. So my phone's not gonna lose charge, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second here. So it's gonna be low battery again. It's not gonna allow me to keep recording. There you go. Save the day, sort of. We'll see. All right, see, there it goes. And then I can turn him. I just turned him already. So now he's locked in this position. Okay, and this guy here is left hanging. But what we're going to do is we're planning to put him, we'll plug his adapter in. But before you do that, watch, we'll see this how this guy goes first. Are you ready? I'm almost thinking of leaving the back open like this guy right here. It actually looks freaking damn cool like this. Look at this. But that rubber boot might actually create a little bit better enforcement too, to kind of push him in. But I'm afraid it might burn him at the same time, right? Look at that. See how it looks? There's our guy right there, straight up. Nice, right? Look at that. Very clean. Look at that. Came just protruding perfectly out. Right there, enough. So we might not use the backing area. We might not, really. But we will do some maybe tie strapping to hold the adapter. We'll let the adapter sort of hang like this, or maybe tie strap the adapter somewhat neatly. But we'll see. I mean, there's all kinds of ways we can do this. Approach him. Because I believe leaving it open creates a little bit more better airflow than closing it with that rubber boot. I think water probably won't get into it. I mean, there's no need to. The fins are like right here off to the side. So they're not even near close. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to install it like this. We're going to mount this guy here. In fact, you know what I'm thinking? And let me know if I'm correct, maybe. I'm thinking of mounting the harness, the adapter here. Give me 1 second here. Let me put this guy stable. Super. I'm thinking of mounting the harness like right there somewhere. Right? And bring it sort of like this. You know, maybe we can, you know, mount him somewhere like right here underneath. I don't know. You know, just want to make sure where this guy's wire is. He needs to come forward too, so we'll find out. Let's see here. How's this wire gonna be? Yeah, this wire has a lot of length. It has so much length there. So we can do that. We can go and just go and prepare this wire here to mount on this guy here. We're probably not gonna use the rubber boot, unfortunately, which is fine. We can keep it in there or squeeze it out, whichever works best for us. We keep it in there. Let's see here. Probably take it out. It just looks tacky keeping it on. Taking it out, I'm not sure if I can stretch those holes for it to come out, so I'll have to probably cut the slit. So let's see here. See how we're gonna do these guys. So it just weighs on itself, you know. I don't want to re-crimp the butt connectors, but I want to bring them out. So I might have to just kill this guy here a little bit. See how I can bring these guys out. I feel like I can just hole punch them out, you know, just take a hole punch and just bring them out. But they're made to really insulate this guy here. Unfortunately, maybe we can get a razor blade or something cut like around it, bring the whole thing entirely out. We can do that. Just cut like a triangle. It should come out all in one triangle piece. All right, let's do that. Or should we just tuck it all in? I mean, I don't know. Let's think about this. Let's see here. We're gonna bring this guy over around. All right, see this right here? Well, you guys can't see it, but maybe we're gonna try to bring him all around. No, see, he's protruding out. You guys can't see it much, but you guys can see that. I'm trying to help him. See that? He won't even close up on him. Still got like an inch of this guy here. He's doing an awesome job the way he is holding it right there. So I really, really like it that way. Okay, let's put this over there to the side. All right, so let's work on this guy here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and bring cutter. All right. In fact, here, before I do that, let's see even this adapter will adapt to this butt connector or not. Let's see if they are going to adapt just fine, or we need to do something else to them. So, but we are almost home here. These guys are freaking small though. See, they're not gonna, look at that, they won't just poke in. They won't just poke in. They're just too small. I can get butt connectors for these guys. So there's probably no point of, I mean, they got the insulator, which is a good thing. Or I can stretch them out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can take a pair. I can stretch these guys out. I'll have to stretch them out. The green one's, sorry. The green one's gonna go in the center. And then the white one and so forth will come following it. I'll stretch them out. But in the meantime, I gotta get them out of this housing here. Because we can't have the housing, unfortunately, with it. So I'm gonna try to see which one's the best way to do this. The less damage as possible. You know what I mean? This is it. All right, there we go. Okay, just cut it off like a triangle. Okay, one more triangle here. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Try it off like a triangle. That way it will at least keep them together. And then we can go ahead and about figure out now. Peel it back a little bit, give it some more slack and forward. We can keep the wires together, there's no problem. Okay, now let's go ahead and see how we're gonna make the joints to fit these guys. We'll have to wedge something. Wedge it or open it somehow. Let's see here. It even has a little hole for the lock too, we can get it in there. Okay, so maybe take a needle nose plier and just stretch it. Well, this was months in waiting, anticipation how we're gonna do this. Now these guys here have bullet connectors. We could make the bullet connector contact and make it a little bit more better for it. But we already got this far off already, so I'm going to peel it back for a second. There we go. One stretch. Next stretch. Okay, let's see if I can insert the middle one. Look at that. It went in. Bingo. Done. Nice. Stretched it out. Let's do the next one. And I can still get the rubber boot over it, I think. There we go. Look at that. Look like it's made for it. Nice. There we go. Hopefully it locks in. Alright, so next one here we'll stretch the same way. We just got to stretch the center. Golly, this is an easy project. So let's do the next one here. Oh, caught a little piece of metal here wedging it, so not allowing it to charge. Sorry. There we go. Now it's charging. Alright, let's do the next one here. Take that guy in. Kind of stretch him out a little bit to the side. There we go. I guess he's stretched. Could be a little bit more then. There we go. Opened up sesame. Same thing with this guy here. It looks like he's a little bit ripped. There we go. Alright, that one's done. So we can put this in their little order there. I think this will work like right there. It's not bending anything, I don't think. Okay, so there we go. There's the white one going in. It also has that little locking thing too, which is awesome. See a little inside there, you can see it right off the bat. It lines perfectly in there. So this guy's was made to stretch probably. And I'll try to flex it inward once I get it all done. There we go. Next one, last one. Come on. There we go. You can see them protruding out. Let's see if I can give this guy a little bit bite in there. There we go. Let him bite. Let him bite. Alright, the last one, the ground. Again, go back to him. Let him bite. Okay, let's pull him out a little bit so you can see that little metal pin there. But he went all the way to the bottom. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Maybe take him all the way to the bottom. There we go. We can do that. Take it all the way to the bottom. Okay, there we go. They're really forced. They're really forced to stay in there now. Okay. Okay, let's go and grip it like this. Okay, give it a little smashed. As long as they don't pull themselves out easily. We should have good connections now. Perfect. There we go. There we go. I think these are pretty much, they're stuck. We could put dielectric grease if we wanted to, but I think dielectric grease might make it actually lubricate off of it. So let's not take any chances. Okay, so we can either tie strap this guy here or whatever to do. I'm not sure how much more front he needs slack wise. So maybe what we can, oh, yeah, we can still reach underneath and check him out because we're not putting the other plate in yet. So let's do a little dry fit on this guy here, see where he needs and what he needs. Okay. Oh, sorry. Come on, charger. All right, so here we go. I got this guy here. He's coming in. So he's gonna be coming like this, right? We're gonna mount the two holes. Maybe we can temporarily hold him in for a second. Let's see if I can do that. Oh God, I gotta lift this guy up. Or was he up top? Oh yeah, he was up on top surface, huh? Okay. So you can see here, this is where he's gonna be positioned at because this guy here is almost aligned to him. So this is wonderful. So will this thing actually, the question is, will this thing make it all the way to the very top to hook this guy apart? And it looks like he will. It's very tight though, but he will. But we have to drop him. Like, sort of like something like right here or something. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that. I was thinking hang him over. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So we got this guy here, right? We can sort of tie him. Let's say we can hang him over like this. Okay, we'll just kind of hang him over for reference, see how much slack he really has. Okay, and then we were gonna mount this guy here over him with the two nostril. Align the two nostrils up like right there. Let's see, these guys are nostrils. You look at that, little scrape marks. That stupid dog. There's little claw marks. Oh, sorry, the nostril's not even near it. There we go. Now the nostrils will be there. Okay, so there you go. There's our wraparound right there. Kind of throw it over and see how much one he has. He has like 6 inches of wire. You can take any direction you want. So we just don't want any heating wires up there. So we're gonna curvature this wire up top and plug him in. Yep, that's what we'll do. We got a place for him now. He's gonna be on top. So I'm not mistaken, that wire could probably mount itself. Okay, so let's do this. Let's create a way where we don't put pressure on this guy and yet keep this guy ready to be securely mounted to him. So how are we gonna do this? Create we can go like this. We can wedge this guy here like right there. There's a sort of a hole here. We can either, yeah, we can use a tie strap and tie this guy here through this hole right there. What do you guys think? And then flex the other one around and make it come around like that. Or we can even shove it further back here, you know, prevent any loose wires going forward. Yeah, let's do that. We could tie strap him right now. So let me go and get the tie strap. And speaking of the little tie strap, let's do the small tie strap as well for the other guy. So our alarm, if he does fall off the adhesive, we don't have to say, oh shoot. You know, he's just dangling in there, right? So let's go and get the little small tie to take care of the alarm guy real quick. But we have this open. These small tie straps are amazing, especially sealed any kind of vacuum leaks. All right. Oh man, I wish I had a clear work area here, so let me try. Oh man, bringing these guys down. Okay, let's clean this first area up a little bit for us. It's better to have a good working area, right? We don't need our jumper tester cables no more. Let's go and get these guys bounded up, put away. One less distraction and worrisome. So yeah, that was a pretty damn easy installation. of where to actually, I was thinking, oh man, we gotta do some super gluing, some drilling, some, you know, pre-hole built, and nope. Looked like everything came into play. A little rubber band trick. Now I don't know what happens when it gets hot. Will it just loosen up from that band part, because that was gonna get hot, right? So we'll find out. If worse than the worst, we'll have to take everything apart again, but I'm sure we might not have to. Okay, so let's go and put this guy back. So now we got our headlights almost installed here, or we're in the process now. Okay, I know this guy here, he's got a lot of good stuff, but unfortunately it's not usable stuff. So let's go ahead and, I think we got most of his old original one back in there, right? What else can we fit in there? Maybe the spring? I think we might be able to fit the spring in there. Maybe, I don't know. Spring looks like it can compact, right? There you go. Yeah, we're able to put the spring in there, and that's about it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll use this guy here to put all our other headlights parts here. These guys, there was a $20 one. The HIKARI one was closer to like $89. That was on sale price. So we're gonna put the HIKARI one, but this guy gets hot too. And he has a little adapter as well, but not needed. Okay, let's put this bulbs in. Let me make sure it doesn't scrape anything. I think that'll be fine. There we go. What I'll probably do is actually put him in the little housing. That'll prevent him from just going on the rampage. Like this maybe. Another one. Stack on stack. Alright, let's see, this will help. Alright, oh wait, let's put our rubber boots too. All the unused parts right now for the headlights. And we'll put it in here as the final ziplock for all our old controllers and our headlights that we're not using as a backup. Speaking of old headlights, I think I have some old headlights here as well, so we could probably start gathering those guys up to put in there as well. So let me do that. This is the old headlight. Let's see which one else is old. No brakes. Old headlights there. These are all backup brake lights. We replaced all our halogen, or you know, bulbs there for the old ones. So since we don't need them, you know, our reflectors too. You could probably put them in that same Ziploc with all the electrical. All right, so let's do this. There are old lights, old brake lights. Put them all in there. One big basket. Our old reflectors. That's it. They're all in there now. Seal the deal. Save room for more important things.